in your 20s, like who the fuck wants to get married and settle down? I want to feel the thrill. I want to be getting my head bashed into the mattress, and then I want to be getting ghosted the next day. I want to have my heart ripped out of my chest, and I want to do it all over again.
Man, let's talk about this dating world we're living in. It's wild out here. You turn on your phone, you open up TikTok, you open up Instagram, and all you see is people talking about how many options they got. It's like everybody became the star of their own season of The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. Folks acting like their DMs are the Super Bowl halftime show, flooded with talent from all over. The narrative says, if you ain't happy, just swipe a little more and your soulmate's on the next screen.
I want to get my heart broken and I want to do it all over again. No! This is the worst advice women are giving in 2025. Glamorizing getting ghosted and your heart ripped out like pain is a lifestyle and dysfunction is sexy. And to think some of you are actually listening to this, thinking it's empowering to be used, thrown out, and broken over and over again. This is exactly why modern dating is hell. Broken women create broken men, and broken men destroy families. By the time you grow out of this phase, the good men, they're already gone. Building a relationship with someone who chose peace, love, and loyalty early, I chose that life. I chose discipline over chaos, and now I have peace. Real peace, not a fake validation from a one-night stand. You weren't made for trauma, you were made for love. But you'll never find that if pain is your preference. So wake up. You're not being empowered, you're just being emptied.
From a distance, it looks good. Up close, half of it's cold, some of it's plastic, and some's gonna give you bubble guts. 1,000 channels, and you spend all night flipping, never watching a single show. This mindset makes you disposable, and everyone else disposable too. One date, and if they don't make you laugh like Kevin Hart and look like Michael B. Jordan, you're like, all right, next. We're trading people like Pokemon cards, chasing Charizard, ending up with a deck of Rattatas. So when I see people bragging about their deep roster, I gotta laugh a little. Reality is different. 100 names in your phone don't mean one person you can call when your car breaks down or bring soup when you're sick. It might just mean 100 notifications stressing you out. We've been sold a dream about modern dating. It's time to wake up and look at the real picture. Ain't as pretty as the filters make it seem. Love ain't a buffet or a highlight reel. It's depth, patience, and choosing someone for real.
I truly believe social media has killed romance, and I'll explain why. Why does everyone think the grass is greener on the other side? We have this illusion of options, which is weird because everyone always thinks I could do better than this, I could have a better partner than this. Everything now is the bare minimum. Everything. And we have normalized comparing our relationships with relationships of people on TikTok or other platforms that we don't appreciate our own things anymore. This is why comparison steals joy, because you see another person's partner doing something for them, which you would like your partner to do for you, but you don't even tell them in the name of if they wanted to, they would. So you have expectations that the other person is not even aware of. You start to build resentment, and that does not end well. And there's some girls who go like, my boyfriend should pay for my hair, my nails, everything. She give me a bouquet of roses every single month. Do you guys know how much roses are? Like, I can't pay for my own hair. Not even my nails. I always ask my mom. And what makes you think his situation is any different? It's okay to have those things sometimes. Like, it's okay. And it's okay to... I can say it's okay to expect them if you're both working or if he's working. But you're both in school. Where do you think is going to get the money? Please don't believe everything you see on the internet. The grass may look greener because it's fake. You never know.
Funny, yeah? But also kind of sad. That's not a life partner draft. It's a fantasy team. A date every night? Sounds exhausting. Not a flex, just a full-time job with no benefits and a lot of small talk.
Our generation has become so sick. We have turned the most beautiful thing, finding a partner, into something so ugly that we now think you can form a deep, genuine connection with anyone. There are billions of people in this world. You can always find someone hotter, smarter, richer, better body, taller, more fit, whatever you're looking for, younger. But you know what you're not going to find? You're not going to find that connection that you built with someone special. You're not going to find that in everyone. And that's what we are taking for granted in today's dating world. Just because you see a hotter person pop up on your screen. Building a connection is saying, hey, I love what I have with this person. I'm going to make it work. And I don't care who comes by, they're not going to interrupt this bond, because this bond is special and bonds cannot be replaced. So yes, you can replace the physical body. You can replace something better looking. but you cannot replace the soul connection that you have. And some of you need to just sleep on that. That's all.
Let's break down the illusion of choice, especially on dating apps. You get a match, dopamine hit, another match, another hit, feels good, right? Endless faces from your city, next city, even overseas if you pay premium. It creates a feeling your perfect person is one more swipe away. But most options aren't real options. Match, message, and nothing. Crickets. Or convos drier than a Popeye's biscuit with no drink. Then, nothing. That's not a real connection, just killing time. 50 matches becomes 2 or 3 chats, maybe 1 date if you're lucky. Apps want you swiping and paying. If you find love, you delete the app. They lose a customer. So they dangle infinite choice, but never let you catch it. Wheel keeps spinning. More choices. Less happy, more anxious. It's a real psychological thing. Too many options paralyze you. You make no choice. Or you choose and still wonder if you could have done better. More regret. More what if.
I think the biggest problem with modern dating is that everyone thinks they have way more options than they already do, but then also everyone's looking for this like perfect person, and the more people you meet, the less likely you are to be like blown away by somebody. Because by and large, the pool of the people you've met is so much larger that you're like going to find less people who are so unique and like feel right for you. And then you're also going to have changed as a person by the time you've dated everybody. So then you're virtually never going to make a decision. Like, I feel like that's so hard.
Illusion doesn't lead to better outcomes. It leads to burnout. You're seeing the 1% highlight reel, not the debt, the arguments, the staged shoots. It sets impossible standards for women and men, and we miss genuine people right in front of us. Stop basing life decisions on entertainment. It's not real life. It's a trailer. Get off the reel and back to reality. Beat. I was vibing with this one girl. Great convo, a few dates. I was ready to be intentional. She went to the bathroom, screen lit up. Tinder, Hinge, Bumble. I asked, "Are you talking to other people?" She said, "Yeah, of course. We're not exclusive. A girl's gotta have options." That word, options, felt like a slap. What we shared felt cheap, like I was a checklist. You can't build anything real with 1 foot out the door. The grass ain't greener. It's often just AstroTurf. You're with a kind, funny, attractive 8 and sabotage it chasing a 10 that might be selfish or unavailable.
Black men are not afraid to approach women. Black men have not, generally speaking, been impacted by today's society and the changes. It's something I've noticed. I notice all the time that like black men will just come right up. Then they don't have any fear, and it's so good. And I think that a lot of men could learn a thing or two from them regarding that, because they just seem to be unaffected by the societal changes. And before people come at me, like before white men or other races come at me, this is not me criticizing you guys. This is me just simply saying I've observed black guys being like this, and it's a good thing. Also, this dog's breath freaking stinks.
Nobody's perfect. People aren't iPhones. You don't upgrade people. Water your own grass. First, know what you want. Get specific, non-negotiables, values. Second, be the person you want to attract. Kindness, emotional maturity, health. Third, get off the apps and meet people in the real world. Shared experiences build connection. Be patient and realistic. Bad dates happen. Don't get discouraged. Ditch the myth of endless options. One genuine connection beats 1,000 matches. That's how you win, by realizing it ain't a game at all. The grass ain't greener on the other side, it's greener where you water it.
I just went out on such a shitty second date with a 31-year-old man that I have to get on the internet and scream about it. So at the end of our first date, everything was fine. Like, it wasn't a bad date, but it wasn't a great date either. I think he had a nice time. He invited me back to his place, and I said, no, thank you. It was fine, but I just didn't want to go to his house. I had things to do, and, it was a little bit much for me for a date that was just fine. And he reaches out for a second date, and I was like, you know what? It wasn't a bad date, so I'll go for it. I'll give him another shot. See if we connect a little bit more this time. And so we're not really talking much, but we're playing, we're laughing, we have a good time. The game ends, and he comes over, bear hugs me, kind of pins my arms to my sides a little bit, and just plants one on me. And I was like, a little much, considering I wouldn't kiss you after the first date, and we haven't really talked yet on this one, but okay, I guess, if you need a little rom-com moment. A little weird, but we just got here, so what am I gonna do except for see it through? So we, play a couple more games, a little pinball, a little, shooting game. some Pac-Man, which he is very, very involved in, very invested. He clearly has played a lot before, kicked my ass, good for him. And so we're mostly just talking about the games and laughing. It was a fine time. And so then we go over to Connect 4 and I'm like, oh great, like we'll get to chit chat a little bit, get to know each other a little bit better. So we play the first game, I kick his ass. And we play the second game and I'm like, okay. And I start chit chatting, you know, how was the last couple weeks? What have you been up to? And I start telling him a story and he beats me. The game went on for a little while. He beats me. And I was like, all right, best 2 out of 3. And he goes, okay, for this one, I want you to not talk. I want you to not talk because I think that you need to focus more. Because you really just didn't do so well that game. And I think as soon as you started talking, you started not doing as well. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, I think that you should maybe just stay quiet for this one. And I said, oh, would you rather see me win than hear my story? Hello? Like, what? And he goes, well, I just want you to be more competitive. It's more fun for me. I was like, okay, all right. So I sit quietly for the next game like a good girl, I guess. And, you know, we go back and forth for a while and he wins. Clearly he needed it. And he goes, see how much better that was whenever you were quiet? You played a lot better that round. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, everyone says the best part of the dates is when you don't talk, right? And he's like, oh, well, yeah, I don't know about that. And I was like, yeah, okay, well, anyway. And so, you know, I get up and he's like, you and I go for a walk? And I was like, yeah, sure. And he goes to hug me and I kind of turn my head and he fucking grabs my face and turns my head back to kiss me. He made me kiss him twice. And I'm like, okay, like that was fucking wild. Like, I can't believe that's happening, but okay. And so then we go for a short little walk where he proceeds to interrupt everything that I say. And I'm like, man, I hate this. I'm ready for this one to be over. And, you know, we just so happened to walk past his car and he's like, oh, well, come on. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, let's go back to my place. And I said, no. And he's like, oh, sure, yeah, come back to my place and I'll give you a ride home. And I said, no, thank you. And he goes, well, why not? I'm like, I have some stuff to do. He's like, well, why? I'm like, I just have things that I need to get done. He's like, what, do you have a rule or something? He literally says this. I'm not exaggerating. Oh, come on. What, do you have a rule or something? You don't go, what? And I was like, I don't know, I guess. He's like, what? You've never gone home with a guy on the first or second date? And I'm like, not really. No. And he goes, well, how long is it going to be? How long does it take then? What's the rule? And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, well, how long? What do we got to do? What? I'm like, oh my God. I literally cannot. Are you shitting me? And he's trying to hug me and I'm like, ugh, be gone. I'm like, well, I gotta go. I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, thank you. Ugh.